My name is Heath Dill, and I want to thank all of you for being here tonight instead of like running off to Hawaii or someplace like that. Before I get into the presentation, I want you to know that there's going to be some audience participation, and in order to get you prepped for that, I've got some cue cards here, so we're going to do one test one here, just make sure you're all paying attention. This is the everybody yawn. Everybody yawn. Okay, put that aside. Don't need any more of that. Okay, my name is Heath Dill, as I said, and what I'm here to do tonight is to answer the question that every one of you asks pretty much every day, which is what's happening? And what's happening is the new mobile app that puts everyone just a hop away from fun and interesting activities. We call these activity plans hops, and as you can see here, one of the interfaces here which we have is a map that shows you where different kinds of events are happening. The various icons give you a flavor for what they are. This is from our alpha version of the app, which is out in testing now. We're working on a new UI that's going to be much more user-friendly, we hope. But that's part of what we're doing the alpha testing for, is to find out about that. So what is a hop? A hop is any activity that is better when it's shared with other people. It could be anything from a game pickup frisbee. Somebody said, gee, I can use this for finding a fishing rod. Not something that I had thought of. But it could be almost anything that you can imagine that you like to do. Pickup sports, big snowball fight. Maybe you're out of town, from out of town, and you're in Boston, and you'd really like to find somebody that's a Seahawks fan to commiserate with. Well, we can help you with that, because we can find people based on their interests and hook you up together to share those interests. And maybe even find you a quiet place to do it if you're a Seahawks fan. Now, anything that you can imagine that you like to do can be a hop. So, you sir, what do you like to do with other people?
Play golf.
He likes to play golf. Could be a hop. Maybe your regular golfing buddies are not available. You're looking for somebody to get together with. You don't necessarily need to know who they are, but we can hook you up with a foursome and set up a time and place to get together and do it. Anybody else got something they like to do? You, sir. Skiing. Again, it's great if you can get your buddies together, but it's also great when you can find new people to do things with and go out and have an activity that you enjoy that comes up at the spur of the moment. You know, you find out you got the afternoon available and you want to get out and do something. So this is the kind of thing that Hoppinin can provide for you. The ad hoc, casual kinds of events that don't require a lot of pre-planning, and you want to get it done, get it out, and not make a big to-do about it. We can be the interface for that. You like to watch and listen to street musicians. That's the kind of thing that you can find with Hoppinin if they publicize where they're going to be. All these kinds of events, whether you want to find a food truck, or if you have a food truck and you want to get out and show people where it is. Hoppinin also allows you to create events on your own very simply through your mobile app. Just pick an event type in some information about it, push it out, and we take care of the rest of getting it out to the people. If you are the street musician that I mentioned before, went too far here. If you are the street musician, then you can publicize where you're going to be and extend your reach around the corner where people can't hear you. If you want to go out of town, say to Australia, you want to find out what's happening there, we can help you with that too. So there it is. Hoppinin is shared interest-driven, mobile, peer-to-peer, location-aware, free, simple to use, and instantaneous in its response. So if you can all seize the opportunity, sign up for today, and sign up for the alpha test. Any questions?
Is it built on a social platform like Facebook for sort of all the data, or are you sort of requiring people to sign up for the service independently and post that information?
It is not based on Facebook or one of those social networks. We do allow for Facebook sign-in type of connection to it, but it is our own app and we store the data ourselves. Yes, sir?
Do you have any metrics that prevent against malicious users? Say you create a Hoppinin event, and it's about poker. You play that poker game, and you find out one of the people who showed up really sucks at poker. You want to come back. So is there any sort of metrics that prevent that person from coming back to another event or giving us some sort of rating?
The question was, can you get feedback in terms of the type of people who attends a particular hop? The answer is, at this point, we do not provide to other players the names or information about specific members. Could happen in the future, but not now. Ma'am?
How does this compare to a meetup?
Well, Meetup is a much more formal type of arrangement where you have to plan ahead. It's a web-based instead of a mobile-based, and requires that kind of extensive planning. It's not focused on the casual types of events that we're talking about here. Sir?
What's your revenue stream? How do you make money out of it?
The revenue stream they're projecting, and bear in mind that we're in alpha now, going to an open beta very soon. The revenue stream is there are organizations, there are businesses, and there are situations where better tools, different kinds of tools and feedback statistics and whatnot will be of value to the hop creator. And in those kinds of situations, then we will charge for the use of the system. Yes, there are. It is set up to be a very flexible tool, and if you have businesses trying to reach a certain type of clientele, as we get to know about our members and they opt into these kinds of notifications, then we'll be able to target those kinds of promotions. Anyone else? Sir. The question is, how do we get people to join as users and become part of our network, and especially given all the different kinds of apps that people have access to? We believe that we have a niche that is focused in such a way that people will find it personally very useful. We are not trying to compete necessarily with the Eventbrites or the big kinds of operations. No, we're trying to compete with, if you might broadly think, the classified ads for formal events and such. But we are focusing on the peer-to-peer, casual type of event creation that we think will drive this into a large membership.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.